Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dudu back at it again with another video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel to join the family. So without wasting your time, this video is just a frequently asked questions about application and a few other things about university. I had actually filmed this video with the university application video, which I'll link in the eye, and it just got too long, so I decided to put it separately. And yeah, here it is. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, so earlier on, like this week, I put a question and answer thing on Instagram and asked you guys if you have any questions to do with the whole application process, and I did get a few. Here I am with the answers, and I really do hope I can answer as in the most helpful way as possible. Some of these questions actually aren't to do with application, but I think it's only fair for me to answer them now, even though I'm gonna do videos later on. What's the visa process like? How long was your visa process? Which I think is something that most people think about and are always worried about when they're applying. So this is it varies really with everyone. And the thing is, with the application process, it's really on you to compile everything. So I can't even give you like a time to say this is how long it took, because I personally even applied late because I didn't know with this whole corona situation how things were gonna go. But if you're able to get your certificates together, your CAS, if you have your CAS, you basically have all you need, which is the confirmation of acceptance. And doing the actual visa application will take you an hour, not much to it. And yeah, it's the bank documents you need to get in order, things like that. Visa application is mainly financial, so those are the things you have to make sure you're keeping up with. How long was mine? Basically the application I already told you. So from the date I submitted my things, I got mine 3 weeks, like after 3 weeks. And remember, this is during corona, so it's actually supposed to take shorter. So next question: is there any option of giving IELTS once I have received uni conditional offer? Funny thing is, I didn't even know I was supposed to do IELTS, and spoiler alert, I didn't do them. I did AS English, which is a really good thing, and I recommend that you do AS English, because lucky for me, I didn't have to do IELTS, but some unis do want you to do it. You do not have to submit it at the point of your application. You get everything once you've gotten your offer and it's conditional. Probably having IELTS is one of the conditions, or having some English qualification. Then once you send those results of the IELTS, that's when they'll make your offer unconditional. So yes, to answer your question. Next question: does a student get 3 times of food? I assume that's 3 meals a day in uni, or do they have to make it on their own? So in the UK, it's very popular to have self-catered halls, accommodation places, but there are catered halls, but it's really not that common. And if they are, they're probably slightly more expensive, so people do prefer to just have the ones where they cook. So basically in the UK, you have flats. So you have a flat of 6 to maybe even 12 people, and you guys all have rooms and suite or not, and then there's a kitchen that you all come together and share, like a kitchen and living room area. So that's where you'll cook. And yeah, did you have to do any interviews? If so, how did you prepare yourself for them? That is a very good question. I forgot to address that. I did have one interview, which I hated. I mean, not the actual interview, but I hated the fact that I had an interview. So after you send your application, it's either you get your offers, or you get a message to say you're gonna get an interview. And I got one of those. And to prepare myself, to be honest, I just watch YouTube videos. I refresh myself on why I want to go to that university, things about that university, and yeah, that's basically it. Also your personal statement, because they're going to be asking about your personal statement, because that's what the person's going to be looking at. So really just watch a bunch of YouTube videos, be confident in yourself, research about the university, your program, just wow them. You can really just direct the whole interview to how you want it to be if you talk about certain things, if you get what I mean. How long did it take for you to complete yours? Did you get external help? I don't recommend this, but I was very late. I was confused. I did my whole application maybe in 2 weeks. And that was really just the personal statement, like I said, because everything else, it's just basically details about myself, if you get what I mean. So yeah, I took 2 weeks, and in that 2 weeks I had to go find my teacher, get him to do my reference, write my personal statement, do all the drafts, get people to read it and things like that. So you can do it in 2 weeks, but if you are gonna try to do it in 2 weeks, I recommend you do it in 2 weeks now, in case you want to change something later, not 2 weeks before. We don't, that was not good. Are things expensive there in terms of food? Well, I'm in London, so I can say yes, but that's only because it's in London, and London is just generally a more expensive place. So it is expensive, but not like crazy expensive, because I feel like sometimes people just think it's like, you can't live here. I'm living. You know what I mean? So it is expensive, but not that expensive. Let me actually rephrase that. London is expensive, but not that expensive. Other cities and stuff, they're affordable. They're really quite affordable. When do you need to start applying? Now. You need to start applying as soon as possible. I just recommend you do it now, so you're not stressed towards the time. You know, when results come, it's really like life. You know, life hits you. What are you gonna do? So best do it now. Just chill, rest, so when your results come, you're still chilling, if that makes sense. Approximately how much does it cost to apply to one school? Like I already said, £20 for one, 25 for 5. How many points do you need in A-level to be able to attend uni in the UK? It varies. There's different universities and it varies. I personally applied to like unis that had like different requirements, obviously. So from like ones that just had crazy expectations to ones that I knew I could meet. And the good thing about universities is in the UK is that you almost assured that you'll always get into university. If you apply and you don't get into your choices, there's something called clearing, and you are still gonna get into university, because you're gonna go into the system where all the universities that rejected some people because they didn't meet the conditions, you met those conditions. For example, if you have like 10 points and you apply to universities that wanted you to have like 12, 13, 14 points only, obviously you still have 10 points, which is really great, but the universities, the 5 you applied to, didn't accept you. You're still gonna get into one that accepts people with 10 points, if that makes sense. So how many other points, you're gonna get it, but best believe you better get good marks. Do I need AS English? Yes. No, you don't. You don't, but I recommend, because if you don't have AS English, chances are you're gonna have to write IELTS, and the last thing you want to do is to write an English exam during your A break or during just a break, you know what I mean? So just suck it up, do AS English. I didn't want to do AS English, but I did, and I got a B, in case you care. And that is the best thing that I'm glad my school forced me to do, because I did not have to write IELTS, guys. That was the best. So yeah, that is it with all the questions. Thank you to everyone who brought in questions. I really appreciate it. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.